Welcome back to the 1313 podcast, the most mediocre podcast in the Star Wars universe. I'm Jacob.
I'm Tommy.
Welcome back to all you rags and to all you shinies. Welcome to the podcast. This is the 1313 podcast. Before we start, we got the housekeeping as always. Please make sure that were you good?
Yeah. We're just, yeah. And make sure that you are subscribed to the 1313 podcast if you're not already, because at 500 subscribers, we are doing a giveaway. If you win the giveaway, we will contact you, and it will be the 1313 account contacting you, and you get your choice of winning one of these two figures. You could win the Walmart exclusive Captain Rex Bad Batch figure, or you could win the Walgreens exclusive 212th Battalion Clone Trooper figure. And it'll be super cool if you win, and if you don't, I'm sorry, but we have lots of other giveaways going on. We have monthly giveaways in our Patreon, Jacob. We have 3 tiers in our Patreon, and what happens in the top tier, the Gungan Boss tier?
Every month, for those that support us on Patreon in the Gungan Boss tier, we give away another figure or product or whatever we feel like giving away that month. This month, we're giving away the 13th Battalion Trooper.
Woo!
That'll be
all the way from Taiwan.
Yeah, Jackson has it right now. He'll be back soon, so that's how we'll have that for you. But here's a picture of it in the meantime. Are you on Quaaludes or something today, Tom? You seem like you're dead.
Dude, okay, I do want to apologize before we get into everything. I'm having terrible allergies these past few days, and I have a really dry throat, and my nose is all congested, and I'm feeling like $1,000,000. So if I am like sniffling or,
To all you audio listeners, like the 4 of you that listen to us on audio, you get to hear the ASMR of sick Tommy the entire time.
I'm not sick. It's allergies. I promise you, it's allergies. But I'm a loser, and I refuse to
Tommy
use...
has monkeypox.
I refuse to use allergy medicine.
Oh, so that's why you're gonna completely butcher this episode by sniffling and coughing and wheezing and...
Yeah.
Thank you, Tom.
I think it's honestly, it might also be my body just telling me that I'm overworking myself, but...
Your body's telling you to shut up.
Yeah.
Anyway, so let's start off this video with a would you rather.
Yes. But also.
What?
Make sure you join our Discord.
Oh, yeah.
The links to the Discord, Patreon, social media, it's all down below.
Join it.
Yeah, join it and don't be lame. Cool.
Anyways.
All right, would you rather?
We got a would you rather for today, and for those that are watching right now, make sure that you participate in the comments below. Let us know what would you rather. Now, would you rather, Tommy, have K2SO, BD1, or R2D2 in real life? What droid would you have with you?
I'm going to go ahead and pick K2SO. And the reason I'm going to pick K2 is because he has a sense of humor. I can actually understand the words that are coming out of his vocalizer. And he has very strong strength.
Very strong strength.
He has a very intimidating presence, but he's also a good, loyal friend. And I think all around he would be very useful in a lot more situations than the other 2 droids.
Well,
Jacob, I already know what you picked because you're a shill for the particular media that this one is from.
So, all I gotta say to you, Tom, is I don't think K2SO is that good of a choice due to the fact that he's dead.
But he wasn't dead.
It might put some damper on your plans.
I hope BD1 gets absolutely crushed in Jedi Survivor. I hope he gets obliterated.
Me too, because I picked R2D2.
I hope you... What?
I'm kidding. Yeah, I'm picking BD1. It's a tough choice, though, between R2 and BD1, because R2 is like a rolling multi-tool. He basically got everything on him all the time. And he also has the ability to hack into any building that you ever go through with his scomp link. He's got the little buzzsaw, and he's a twerp. But no, I would go with BD1 just because of the fact that he's small, he's compact. I can bring him with me pretty much wherever I go. He has the scomp link if I need it. He has stims on him 24/7. So if I fall down and get a boo-boo, I just be like, BD stim! And drug myself up. So yeah, I'm going to go with BD1.
That's fair. That's fair. I hope that he gets killed in the next game.
I hope you get killed.
Yeah,
really? On the way home from here.
That's terrible. You're terrible. You know that? You're terrible.
I hope a semi-truck runs a red light just as you're going through and it takes off the top half of your body.
Well, that's a damn shame because I'm literally unkillable. So
that is true.
It's mind over matter. If you get decapitated, just walk that off, dude. just walk it off. Mm-hmm. I don't know why you just accepted death like that.
Like chickens can do it.
Yeah, chickens can do it.
Yeah, and chickens are lesser.
What beings. Are you, weaker than a chicken?
Yeah. Just keep moving.
Idiot. Stupid moron.
I forget what. There was a test at one point to see how long a head is conscious after it's been decapitated off a body, and I think it's like 5 minutes.
Oh my god.
Like it was one of the last people that were actually killed by guillotine. Basically, to test this, they kept calling the person's name, and their eyes would open, and they'd be like, look at him.
No head, bro. I mean,
no body.
So the decapitated carcass be like, so no head.
So no, I forget what study that was, but gruesome facts.
That's crazy.
There
was a chicken that they were able to keep headless alive for 1.5 years. And they brought it around on like a circus. They would just feed the neck, and it would just stay alive.
Huh?
Isn't that crazy?
Chicken don't need a brain.
Yeah. Neither do cockroaches. I would eat a cockroach.
Why?
Because just to prove a point. It's like, oh, I have no head. Haha, still alive. Now you're dead. You just got eaten.
Nah, he's gonna be crawling in your tummy.
Yeah.
I can never eat a cockroach due to the fact that the second you bite into it, the contents of it would explode. Have you ever watched Super Mega?
Yeah.
Did you see their thing where they made each other like dinners?
Yeah.
You saw?
Actually, no, I did not.
They did something with Finn Wolfhard, the guy that I think he was in Stranger Things. That little kid.
No idea.
But they basically made each other like absolutely vile concoctions to eat. And Matt Watson is absolutely terrified of cockroaches. So they made him like a cockroach like sushi. And the second he bit into it, the guts exploded into the back of his mouth.
It's foul.
It's such a funny video, like his reaction of it. It's it's a terrible, terrible thing to do to somebody, but man, it was fun.
How do you think roaches taste?
Probably
pretty nasty.
Probably like Doritos. No, Fritos.
Fritos, like the twisty ones?
Yeah. Or like the toenail looking chips.
Ooh, God. That'd be gross.
Yeah. You bit into one of them Jones and it tasted like Fritos.
Yeah, that's nasty.
I'm
good.
Yeah. But
anyways.
Anywho.
So so it's been a while. Mm-hmm. It's been a while since we've had a podcast. We did not have a podcast last week. For those of you who are not in the loop or who are wondering, what the hell are these guys doing? Why were they gone for a week after they just changed their upload schedule? Well, Jacob, should we give them the truth or should we give them...
Tommy is a very forgetful little boy. He came over to record the episode and he forgot the charger for the camera. And the camera was dead from when we last recorded Tika's Trading Post. So instead of going home and coming back and taking 30 minutes to do that, Tommy and I both agreed that y'all could wait a minute.
Y'all could just suck it up for a week. And we're bringing you daily uploads. We're in the middle of daily uploads now.
Yeah, so we're working harder than ever now this week. Because
go check out our YouTube channel if you're not watching this or listening to this on YouTube for daily uploads. Doing reviews, all kinds of other cool stuff.
We might have a vlog coming someday.
Perhaps. Maybe one day. Anyways.
And if we do what I want to do, what I want to do, the vlog will be awesome. It'll be another kind of like May the 4th situation where it's kind of like more than us just going around our local town and being like, ooga booga, we go to the store and we don't find anything.
We can go an hour away and go to stores where we won't find anything.
Yeah.
It's like a fever dream, dude. It's like that would be if I went to hell. Well, when I go to hell, that's gonna be my it's gonna be my torture. Just it eternally walking into stores and finding not what I'm looking for.
That just sounds like purgatory.
That is. Well, we're already there then.
Dude, we're in purgatory right now.
Yeah.
I'm not even Catholic. Dang it.
L. That's a massive L for you. Anyways, So we just had to take a break. Because I failed to remember to bring the charger. So here we are. And now we are bringing a new podcast episode for you all. We are going to bring back the retrospective series next week. Because, quite frankly, neither of us watched Empire Strikes Back.
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Son of This is awful.
Once again, Tommy forgets.
This is awful.
Tommy forgets a lot.
Tommy lives a busy life. Okay, let's not act like
No.
Tommy
Let's not act like you just live a busy life. We both live a busy life.
I'm busier than you. Let's not act like.
How so? No, Tommy, explain to the audience how you are busier than me.
All right, so I work 5 days a week. I work 12-hour days. Okay. And then sometimes I'll only work 4 12-hour days. And then the 5th day will be a 6-hour day. It's not a lot of fun because it's 5 days in a row. And then after that, I have 2 days off. But within those 2 days off, I'm doing things like being Jacob's masseuse.
That's just
I'm doing other things like getting violated by Jacob at the gym. I'm doing things like... And that's the other thing is I've been lifting again. Jacob and I have been lifting together.
Yeah, but I also be going to the gym every day. And unlike you, I work 6 days a week.
You work 6 days a week.
I work 6-hour shifts, and then when I'm not working, I'm doing work.
What do you want, medal?
Yeah,
do you want a medal?
Yeah, I do, Tommy. And when I'm not doing that in my free time, now I'm editing endless amounts of videos.
I also edit. I don't know why you just decided I'm gonna edit all the videos now.
It's not that
with whose laptop, Jacob? With whose laptop? Huh?
No, what, Tommy? Anyway.
Stop, bro.
Sorry.
So just so everybody knows, I have no socks on right now. Jacob keeps trying to dap me up with his toes. We did it when I came in. It was pretty funny, but
toe reveal at 1,000 subscribers.
Toe reveal now. No, sorry, I'm not gonna do that to you. I saw you little bonk, go to horny jail. I saw all you in the comments just now. Just getting out the cameras. Gonna get ready to screenshot. Not today.
Sweating and seizing.
Do you know I actually have a toe that grew sideways?
Really?
Yeah, dude, it's awful.
You want to show me?
It's awful. Yeah, here. You can see, but no one else can see.
Which one?
This one. It's
oh my gosh!
It's literally sideways, bro. I told you.
When I thought he meant sideways, I thought he meant that it was getting like...
Oh, you just knocked over myself.
I thought he meant it was like growing like, ooh, it's just like diagonal. No, it looks like somebody took the toe out, rotated it 90 degrees, and put it back in.
It's always been like that. It doesn't hurt. I have no problems with it. It just is sideways.
Your pinky toe on left foot's like that too, kind of.
Well, that's my whole family. My dad's side of the family. We have articulated pinky toes that are sideways. The grippers.
Dude, you got monkey feet. That's what you got. You hang from trees with them Jones.
I really could, dude. Hanging on for dear life right now. With this dry throat.
Now everybody in the comments is sweating and salivating for that 1,000 subscriber toe.
You better get us there. You better get us there. And I don't want that to be little bot accounts. I want it to be people. Toe reveal. Anyway, what is even happening?
This is not a Star Wars episode. This might as well just be a general discussion.
That's all right. That's all right. I think we need to just accept our brand and just take ourselves less seriously when we're on this. I have more fun when we don't take ourselves so seriously. Anyways, all right, let's talk some godforsaken Star Wars, okay? So if you missed it, we did a live stream on our YouTube channel earlier this week, and in it we watched the Andor trailer with all of you that were with us. And we just had a quick little discussion with Jackson about the Andor trailer.
Yeah, so if you want to watch our full thoughts and Jackson's thoughts on it.
Yeah, if you want
to see the stream, it's on YouTube right now.
He's still here. He's just halfway across the world.
Yeah. No, he's dead.
Prisoner of war, citizen of the People's Republic
Nancy
of China.
Nancy Pelosi went to Taiwan, and China wasn't having it. They're currently invading right now.
What can I say? Anyways.
That was a lie. Don't take that seriously.
Yeah,
also, can we preface something real quick?
Yeah, let's hear it.
So previously on the podcast, we had an interview with Harrison Ford talking about George Lucas. If you were unable to catch on, that was a joke.
It was fake. Fake news.
That was a fake article.
It was fake news.
I had some people message me, be like, "Dude, I can't."
Are you serious?
Yeah, they're like,
who messaged you?
I'm not gonna say their name.
You better tell me after this.
But they're like,
what an idiot.
I can't believe you said that, and I just responded with, "Yeah, bro, I can't believe it." And I was like, I feel like this is like a Santa Claus situation. I don't think I should.
Harrison Ford commits war crimes.
But no, that was a joke. I don't know which episode that was, but go watch all.
That would have been actually. That was probably our last podcast episode.
Yeah, go watch it because it's a funny bit.
It's pretty funny. Anyways,
So Andor.
Andor, yeah. So previously, before this trailer came out, I was minimally excited for Andor. When the show got announced, I was excited because I wanted to see more of a character's story from Rogue One, because I love Rogue One so much. But before, I really didn't care. Now, after seeing this trailer, this is really the first full length trailer. Before, it's all been like TV spots and like teaser trailers and like little interviews with Diego Luna, and now I'm really stoked. This really feels like not just like a spy thriller, but more of like we're getting to see the underbelly of Imperial politics on screen. We've seen a lot of it. If you've read the Thrawn books, the new ones, that's a perfect example of seeing how the politics of the Empire work, especially from a nice perspective like Thrawn's, where he's not really in it. Yeah, he's just kind of present. I think that it's going to be really cool to see it on screen. And this, after seeing this most recent trailer, this is a show that I would watch regardless of whether it was
Star Wars or
not. And the fact that it's Star Wars makes it even more exciting.
Yeah. This was the one show I was like, okay, let's get it out of the way, because we got Bad Batch, we got Tales of the Jedi.
Oh, yeah. Everything that comes after this, I'm stoked for.
We got the Ahsoka show. I'm like, let's just get this out of the way. At first, I was like, this is like the Miss Marvel of Star Wars right now. I was like, I do not care. And now after this trailer came out, I care. I think this looks a lot cooler than I previously anticipated. But unfortunately, it got pushed back a month.
3 weeks to be exact. It got pushed back from the initial release of Wednesday, August 31st to Wednesday, September 21st.
Yeah. But we are getting a 3-episode premiere, which, if I'm being honest, I hate it.
Are you serious?
I absolutely hate when they do multi-episode premieres.
Why?
Because it's like,
you have to hurry up and watch them all.
Yeah, I don't feel like I could sit down and like enjoy all of it.
And that's why I like that Disney Plus has done a staggered release of like 1 episode a week for the most part. Because with like Stranger Things, like the whole show comes out all at once, and then you have to hurry up and binge it, or you're not allowed to be on the internet because everyone's hurrying up and talking spoilers on the internet. And I want to talk to people about what I just watched, but I like to watch it, digest it, and then watch it again, digest it again. Whereas like when a whole season comes out, I mean, just the finale episode of Stranger Things season 4 alone was like 2.5 hours or something like that. That was 1 episode, was 2.5 hours or something stupid like that. And that was just one of the episodes that came out in tandem with other episodes that same day.
Like, I don't think it would work. Like, I mean, that's what I liked about the Bad Batch, though. It's like, if you're gonna make us like watch a ton of stuff and a ton of information on the first day, do 1 long episode. That way it's all like contingent with each other. That's what I absolutely hated about Visions, was they released the entire thing all at once, and I had to sit down and watch the entire season like all at once. I didn't feel like I was able to enjoy it as much as I could have if they did a week by week release.
Well, and then there's the other part of it too. If you look at, when these shows, I totally lost what I was going to say. Forget it. What were we talking about just now? Okay. Staggered release. Comes out.
Come on, Tommy. You got this. Get the neurons
having an Obunga moment right now.
Obunga?
That's an old meme. Oh, my God.
Oh, I don't remember this. What is Obunga?
Obunga. You got to look that up. I'm going to put a picture up on the screen right now. Obunga, before Jacob gets a live reaction. Oh my God, dude. Dude, I'm dying right now. This is bad. I'm having a severe attack.
Having a conniption.
Oh my God. Oh, that's what I will say. I do appreciate, though, that, and in this case with Andor, I'm not too upset about the 3 episodes coming out on the same day. Because at least with that, they're not pushing everything else back. Because that's how Star Wars has been, just releasing 1 project at a time. It's never been multiple projects coming out at the same time.
Unless it was The Mandalorian and Rise of Skywalker.
Right, but that was different because you could see one in the theaters.
Yeah.
And then you'd watch the other one at home. But like, they've never released 2 projects on the same day, I feel like with Andor, I know why they're doing so. They're delaying it but they're giving us 3 episodes on the same day.
To make up.
Also doing that means that they don't have to push everything back 3 weeks.
I know. That's why I was like, I get it. I'm kind of glad that they're doing it in that sense, but then again, I hate the multi-releases because now I'm like, each episode's going to be like about an hour long, and I have to dedicate basically 2.5 hours to watching all of it.
It's going to be like watching a feature film.
Yeah. I'm surprised how many episodes this show is.
2 seasons of 12 episodes.
I don't know how to feel about it.
Well, we'll find out when we watch the show.
Because there are like Kenobi. I wish Kenobi was more episodes, if I'm being honest.
I feel like Kenobi could have just been a film. Could have just been about 2.5 hours. And there are parts when I watch the show and I rewatch it that I'm like, this was very obviously added in to make the show longer as a TV series.
I wish Kenobi was a movie overall, but if you're gonna make something a show and you're gonna make it about like one of my childhood characters, make it more than 6 episodes.
I mean, I'm glad that it came out. I'd rather have what we got than nothing at all.
Yes.
But with Andor though, I really, really hope they don't do the whole Cassian finds a little child that he has to tote around with him the whole show. The show is, to me, being marketed as a more mature show. I think that this is a Star Wars property that's going to be for an older audience.
See, but then I think that's the way Star Wars is kind of moving in general.
What do you mean?
I think they're moving to more mature content, especially with The Mandalorian. We're starting to see more kind of gruesome action in it.
Well, I've seen statements from people who are working on season 3 saying that it's going to be the darkest the show has ever gotten.
I know. So we're getting dark stuff already with season 2 of Mando, and then season 3 coming out soon. We had Kenobi, where we saw Darth Vader literally dragging innocent people by their hair through the streets and then snapping the necks of innocents.
Dragging Obi-Wan through fire.
Mm-hmm. And then Anakin actually shish kebabbing kids. Like, not even just like what are we going to do? We saw the...
So one of the things that, honestly, I thought was most disturbing was seeing a child that they killed and froze.
Yeah.
Like, in their little collection.
Mm-hmm.
That was crazy.
But I ain't mad about it.
I'm not mad either. No, like, this is good. This is good storytelling. I really hope, too, that what Andor does is bring us more intimidation with the Empire. I feel like a lot of times the Empire is made into a joke, and because they lose so much, I want to see them win in this show. I want to see the Empire win. I want the viewer to know that the Empire is actually really bad and that the Empire does horrible, awful things. Because I know there are a lot of people that say like, "Oh, the Empire's not that bad. The Empire's not that bad. I wouldn't mind the Empire." The Empire's awful, dude. It's terrible.
When you like read the Thrawn books, though, it's kind of hard to see how bad the Empire is.
Well, then again, you're looking through the lens of Thrawn,
Mm-hmm. But no, Andor is a show I'm excited for. I think it'll be good.
I think it's. We'll just have to wait and find out. I am excited for it now, though, a lot more so, like I said, than I was before. Before I wasn't like crazy about it. I was excited, but not crazy. Now I'm stoked. I'm like, woo!
Mm-hmm. I have a question.
Yeah,
I just came off the dome. Do you think Disney is ruining lightsabers and how lightsabers work?
What do you mean?
So there's different scenes and stuff. Like, okay, so a lot of times now we see, like in The Force Awakens, like just the tip of the lightsaber scratches Kylo's face. Or like Obi-Wan, instead of cutting Vader in half, he kind of just bounces off of his back and cuts his cape. And just the tip of it cuts his helmet open. And then that one scene in Kenobi where he kind of hits a stormtrooper like this with the lightsaber. It should have, like, realistically should have cut him in half. Do you think Disney doesn't understand how lightsabers works and they're just kind of ruining it, or do you think they're just trying not to be as gruesome?
I'm gonna say Disney has been executing lightsabers perfectly fine. I think they've done a fine job of. I mean, if you look at they show that lightsabers can do damage. They show that. I mean, look at Kylo Ren destroying things in The Force Awakens when he gets mad, or
but that's just things. I'm talking about people.
People against
people. That's when we see the problem.
I mean, what have we seen though before that? We've seen people get their hands cut off.
We've seen heads.
And we've seen decapitations.
We've seen heads. We've seen hands. We've seen arms. We've seen lightsabers go straight through people.
Anakin chops Geonosians, dices them up in Attack of the Clones.
Yeah, we saw in Mando him take the lightsaber and cut somebody like clear in half, but it was kind of like implied. But we see that it actually goes through them and doesn't like kind of bounce off them. I just think.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Din Djarin in the Book of Boba Fett does literally chop a big guy in half, like right through his midsection.
Mm-hmm.
He literally, we watch it happen. You watch the slice go through the dude's body.
Yeah, but you don't see him kind of separate.
Do you really need to see that, though?
Yes.
Why?
Because
you personally, why do you need to see that?
Because
I don't care. I just watch the dude get sliced in half. I don't need to see his body separate.
Because me personally, I'm a fan of horror and things that are shocking, so I'm a fan of kind of the gore elements.
But is that like Star Wars though? I guess that's my question.
Kinda.
Is Star Wars, when you think of Star Wars, do you think of gore? Because I don't.
Kinda. When you think of anything like Episode 4, dude gets his arm cut off and starts bleeding all over the floor.
Or what about in Solo, when they're on Mimban and some dude's leg is in the middle of the crater because his leg got blown off? And like, do you not remember that?
No.
So the scene where Han Solo signs up for the Imperial Navy, and then the next scene is him as a mud trooper on Mimban. There's an explosion, and you hear a guy yell, "My leg! My leg!" And then while he's talking to Beckett and the other dudes in the crater that just came from that explosion, there's literally a dude's lower half of his leg in the middle of the crater, just the leg behind them, like 20 feet behind them.
Never noticed that.
You got to watch that scene because, like, and again, like, I think it depends on who is in charge of directing the scene. I think it has less to do with Disney and more to do with the director and also the actor. You know, with Obi-Wan, it's like you've mentioned before on the podcast, Obi-Wan would just chop through nothing when he was on the green screen. Everything that he was slicing was CGI'd later on. It's very easy to just make a swinging motion through nothing, and then in post, editing, you have it brought back. And it looks very good, but when he's hitting those stormtroopers with the lightsaber, for example, he's hitting real people with a prop lightsaber. And then on top of that, in that instance, I would say, if I'm saving a little girl, I'd rather not chop dudes in half right in front of said little girl.
It's not the fact that it's like he's not chopping the dude in half. It's the fact that in the scene, you see him hit the guy, and then you could see the tip of the lightsaber rebound like he was hitting him with a bat. That's the problem.
I think that has more to do, with the actor then. I don't think that's Disney.
I think it would have been fine if instead of shooting it, and of course this is me being nitpicking something that was a decision that was made on the day. I think it would have been better instead of doing a shot like this where he hits it and then you kind of see the rebound and you could see the flaw in it. I think it would have been better if he just kind of like ran through him, because then that would be like, oh, it's the lightsaber stuff we get and that we already know of. It'd be a super easy effect to do because you just take the plastic pole that you have and put it between his arm and his chest and it will look fine. And then, the guy still dies. I think it was exclusively in the Kenobi show. There was like a couple of issues that I kind of noticed with lightsabers that, like, for a minute, it kind of took me out for a second. I was like, that was a bit goofy.
And I think for me, that's just Ewan McGregor. And like I said, he's only ever used a lightsaber where he's chopping through nothing.
Maybe.
But I do see what you mean, though. Like, I see.
But then again, with the argument with, oh, he's just chopping through nothing, it's not like we don't have the technology to do a complete CG stormtrooper and have it look phenomenal. So
True.
He could have.
I mean, I get it. Yeah.
It's just little things that...
But do I think it's Disney? Nah.
You don't?
I don't think it's Disney.
You think it's just director's choice?
Directors and actors. I think it has more to do with the scene and how it plays out.
Okay.
With if you have a dude like Jon Favreau or Robert Rodriguez behind the camera who has done, like intense combat and gore and and things like that, they're very familiar with how that works and how the gravity of the weapon works. Or an actor like Tamara Morrison. He has a broad experience with hand-to-hand combat, physical weapons, how they work, the weight of them. It all just, to me, comes down to the actor and the director.
Okay.
I'll end my point with a sniffle.
And kind of speaking on CG and things like that, did you see some CG artists that have been working for Marvel have been coming out and saying how terrible of a work environment it is right now to work at Marvel?
Why?
Because they're taking on like 10 projects a year and they have unrealistic deadlines and stuff for the effects. Well, because this is how for those of you that have seen No Way Home, Tommy hasn't, so he won't know this. But the effect where Andrew Garfield comes through the portal initially in the movie,
I did see a TikTok about this, actually.
Changed because they were still doing the effects while it was in theaters because it wasn't done. They're giving like these deadlines, and in the way visual effects work, especially on something that has to be kept secret, you can't film a shot and then send it out house. You have to film everything, make sure it's perfect, then send it out house. So you have maybe in the year's worth of time it takes to make a movie, you get maybe 3 months for the visual effects. And then you do the effects, and then you have a high up corporate guy look at it and go, I don't like that, change it. And then they have to make changes like last minute. So that's what we saw happening with Andrew Garfield. Like with that effect, they had to be changing it while the movie was out. So it's like now there's so many projects being taken on by Marvel. Like for example, in like the past like 6 months, there's been like what? Hawkeye, Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, and now there's going to be She-Hulk. And that's all, and Thor. So that's like 5 projects, and you have to outsource that to like only a couple studios to keep the secrets in check. You can't send that out en masse. So you have like maybe teams of like 20 people work on each one, and they're like working day and night as long as they can just for some corporate guy to be like, I don't like that.
Well, there was also like, there were some shots in Moon Knight, because I really like Moon Knight. There were some shots in Moon Knight that I was just like, that looks bad. Like, you know, there's a couple scenes, and again, I'm not too much of a stickler with the way CG shots look, especially if they're quick. You know, I don't give, but there was a couple scenes like when he's when his suit is going on him, like on oh my God, not Stevens, not Mr. Knight, but what's the other, Mark Spector?
Yeah.
When it's going on Mark Spector, like I'm like, oh, that looks rough. You know, it looks very like it almost looks like he's getting covered in provolone cheese instead of like
but then
wrappings,
again,
you know,
that was probably something that they had to do very quickly at the last
that's
minute.
my point. That's now that you're saying that is you know, with their deadlines and stuff, now I understand why it seems like, because I'm like, oh, it could have had to do with the budget, but now I feel like it has more to do with the deadlines and the cutting corners.
VFX artists are not given enough time to do their jobs right anymore.
I'm just glad that Star Wars has so many less projects coming out, and that they stagger their releases so much farther between than, like, it seems like Marvel every other week there's something new getting announced or something new dropping. I mean, did you see Phase 5 and 6 when Kevin Feige, that's like 24 projects, and then they're doing 2 new Avengers movies back to back.
Yep.
Like, oh my God, that's like,
and I'm super excited for some
I'm excited to see like the new Avengers, but like also it's like, man, that's a lot of stuff that's coming out in the next, like, 3 years.
Yeah.
That's a lot of content.
But, like, especially, like, I don't know about you, but for me, with some of those Marvel reveals, like, did you see all of them?
I did. I watched the presentation, yeah.
I think the ones I'm most excited for was Guardians 3. Apparently,
well, obviously, because I love the first 2.
Also, apparently, there was a trailer for Guardians 3 at Comic-Con, and they gave them the Star Wars treatment where they don't show anybody else, just the people.
I think that's the dumbest thing, and here's why. And I know I've said this already, but I'm going to say it again. You did not buy the ticket to the con to get exclusive stuff. You bought the ticket because you wanted to go. The con has no obligation to give you exclusive viewings of a trailer. If you're going to make a trailer, just make it public. Like, to me, I think it's so pointless. And then because people are like, oh, well, they paid to get into the con. And I'm like, no, but that's not why they bought the ticket. They didn't buy the ticket to go see a trailer. They bought the ticket to enjoy a convention for a weekend or a day or however long they're going. That's my opinion on that. Mm-hmm. I think that when you do secret little trailers like that, someone always records it and puts it on the internet. Mm-hmm. So just put it out for everyone to see.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, so there's a trailer for Guardians 3. So
get off my soapbox real quick.
Loki season 2 is coming out soon. I was over the moon to see that they were doing a Blade project. Blade is another like really. Do you know who Blade is?
No idea.
Blade has some like old 90s movies where it's basically just vampire hunter dude with 2 samurai swords. It sounds dumb, but it's really really cool. And then they're also doing another Daredevil show with the guy that played him in the Netflix series, which brings so much hope to me because that means that they can bring John Bernthal back to play the Punisher. And the Punisher is probably one of my favorite TV shows of all time. It's so good. So I'm very excited for Marvel. And then they're doing it's like the Age of the Kang Dynasty Avengers movie.
That's another one because I played the mobile game Marvel Contest of Champions a lot in high school, and Kang the Conqueror was the main antagonist in that game.
Mm-hmm. So Kang Dynasty I think will be pretty cool, but then I'm super excited to see where Secret Wars goes into.
That one looks cool too.
Because in the comics, Secret Wars branches across pretty much the entire multiverse. And so that means that they can bring back anybody and use anything that they want. They can bring back Robert Downey Jr. to play Iron Man in it if they wanted to. They can bring back Chris Evans to do Captain America in it if they wanted to.
Can I be honest? This goes for Star Wars. This goes for Marvel. This goes for everything. I am getting tired of the cameos.
Really?
I'm getting really tired of everything I watch being like, oh, what other character am I going to see? What other character might I see? And I think it feeds in, everybody does their cringe thing they do on TikTok or whatever, where they say like, oh, like, I really hope that we see this character and this character and this character and this character. They have a whole laundry list of characters they want to see in a show. And I think that it's because in all this stuff now, there's like a secret cameo, a surprise cameo. And you know what I mean? It's like, for me, it's like, I think it's the idea of it is getting old to me. I still get excited when I see these characters, but like, it's like, I go into it expecting that there's going to be some sort of cameo or some sort of character that I didn't expect that's going to show up at some point. Do you see what I'm saying?
I feel like I'm on the disagreeing end of that, though. I see what you're saying, but I like it, especially for Star Wars, when you see a character or something that you didn't expect, because it's another way that the universe is kind of tying itself into everything and making everything kind of like interwoven. I like that. I like the continuity between everything. So when you see characters like, for instance, Cad Bane in the Book of Boba, nobody saw that coming. But it ties it in and it makes sense because Cad Bane, we never saw how he dies. And we know that Boba and him were rivals during the Clone Wars. So to bring him back made sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. I'm getting tired of the concept, I think, right now. I think that I hope that Andor doesn't have a bunch of cameos. Like, I expect it when I watch Ahsoka. I expect it when I watch some of these other shows because we already know that these characters are coming. You know, like, we already know Sabine's going to be in Ahsoka. So I'm expecting some other characters to show up too. But I really hope with Andor that it just is its own story. I want a story where I have this new character that I know nothing about or very little about, and they just have a completely new story.
Yeah.
You know?
But that's not to say that you can't bring characters that you know into that story. Like they already are. We know almost nothing about Cassian, and they're bringing in Mon Mothma. They're bringing in Saw Gerrera. How do you feel about that, Saw Gerrera?
I'm excited to see Saw Gerrera.
Really?
But there's a direct connection between Cassian and Saw Gerrera, and it's already established.
Yeah.
You know? So it's not going to me, that cameo is not going to take away from Cassian's story, because they're directly tied. We already know that from Rogue One.
Mm-hmm. What cameo do you think would bring you out of it? Say if we see like Thrawn in it, do you think that would like make you upset?
No, because Thrawn is in the story at this point. And again, like he makes sense. It's like, what's a good example?
Darth Vader.
Mace Windu. There's a good example. For this story, Mace Windu does not make sense. Or yeah, Darth Vader again. It's like, we got Darth Vader in Obi-Wan. That makes sense. That's a direct connection to the story. We got Darth Vader in Rogue One. That was an awesome cameo. And again, it made sense because it directly ties into what comes next.
Yeah.
I hate when you have a character just come in and come out. Like, at least Luke Skywalker had in The Mandalorian Season 2, had a stake in the story. He takes Grogu and he trains Grogu.
Yeah.
He stays in the story. I think I'm just getting... And I'm not saying I don't like cameos. I'm saying that I am getting tired of always seeing cameos every time I watch something.
You would have hated No Way Home. If you ever freaking see it.
Still haven't watched it.
It's such a good movie.
I think I'm just going to vow to never watch it.
I'm going to have you over and watch it.
I'm just kidding.
It's such a good movie. I do think cameos are fun, but I think cameos are more fun if everybody gets it. I remember I went and saw Uncharted with my girlfriend the day it came out because she's like, oh my gosh, Tom Holland! And I'm like, oh my gosh, Uncharted! So, because I don't have a PlayStation. I've never played an Uncharted game, but when I was growing up, I watched Jacksepticeye play through the entirety of Uncharted 4, and it's up there. It's like at the bottom of my favorite games list. But like it's definitely on there. It's such a good game. It's so well done. But in the Uncharted movie, there's a scene where Tom Holland like he crashed like a plane or a boat or something. I forget what it was. And he's like washed up on a beach and he's walking up. And it's like a tourist beach. And Nolan North, the guy that mocaps and voices Nathan Drake, was sitting on the beach and he's like, "What are y'all doing?" And then they were like, "Oh, we're treasure hunting." He's like, "Oh, I did that once." And I was the only person in the theater who went, "Oh my gosh, it's Nolan North!" And everybody was just kind of like. I'm like, y'all suck. Y'all are just here because Tom Holland's in it. None of you actually like the games. I was just kind of like, y'all suck. So that was like, I feel like other people were there that actually like liked Uncharted and knew who he was. Would be like, oh, that's cool.
Right.
But I was the only person in that theater that was like, oh. Anyway.
Yeah. So I have a question. Jamie.
Yeah.
This is a burning question I have. Do Star Wars characters shower?
Yeah.
You ever think about how dirty Star Wars characters are and how bad they smell?
They definitely shower.
Dude, they totally are stinky. Like, you can't tell me that Rey has been living her whole life on Jakku and that she's ever showered once. She is totally just greasy and stinky in Force Awakens.
But Star Wars characters do shower.
No, I'm convinced they don't.
Well, we literally see Han Solo shower in Solo.
Okay,
with
Han
Chewbacca.
Solo showers.
With Chewbacca. With Chewbacca. So we know that half of these spaceships have showers built into them, Tommy.
Han Baca ship it?
You have to think about that now. Half of these spaceships now have showers built into it.
That's true. That's very true.
Most Imperials are clean and proper all the time.
Okay, that's different.
They
That's
shower.
different. Okay, but like I'm talking about like our protagonists. Like
Anakin and Obi-Wan definitely
I know
shower.
damn well those Jedi were stinky, dude. They were stinky. They did not smell like Dior Sauvage, dude. They smelled awful.
They had to smell good. There's no way that there's not a shower in their quarters.
Have you seen Yoda?
Yeah, dude.
He does not shower.
Yoda shower.
Mace Windu showers though.
He's got to keep that head shiny.
Kit
somehow.
Fisto definitely showers.
Yeah.
Plo Koon definitely does not. Kiadi Mundi definitely does not shower.
What if they just take baths instead?
Dude, no, they just don't. They just are like, oh, that's against the way of the Force. I smell like feet and old cheese. I'm just like, I don't know. That's a thought that I've had before. I'm like, do these guys like ever think to wash themselves?
They got to. They have to. You see how clean Anakin looks when he wakes up from that nightmare in Padme's bed? Gosh, I wish that was me. Not in Padme's bed, in Anakin's bed. I think my gay joke counter is like off the charts today.
It is. It
It's
really
off the charts. It's so funny.
All right. Anyways, let us know if you think which Star Wars characters do shower and which ones don't.
Which Star Wars character do you want to shower
Like,
with?
dog, you're telling me Bib Fortuna showers? He does not shower. He has never showered a day in his life. His fingernails are long. He is just scratching all the grease out of his head tails every day, dude. They want to.
Does Jabba... I can see Jabba not shower.
Jabba does not shower. Watto does not shower.
Watto does not.
No,
we definitely see flies around him because he stinks. Who I'm trying to think of like an actual Star Wars character that isn't Watto or Java that I could be like, they definitely.
I hate to break
shower.
it to you, Anakin Skywalker does not shower, dude. I feel like he does not shower.
Have you seen his hair, dude?
Dude, he does not shower.
Dude, his hair would be so greasy.
His hair is petrified because he has never showered a day in his life.
I'm convinced that like galactic cruisers have showers and stuff on them. They have to.
They definitely do.
And we. Oh,
you're telling me Ezra Bridger showered when he was a street rat in season 1 of Rebels? There's no way that kid showered ever.
Well, probably they have a shower in the Ghost.
Yeah, they have a shower.
Stormtroopers definitely shower. We see it in both Lego Star Wars games with them in the baths and the hot tubs. So we know Stormtroopers definitely shower.
Kylo Ren definitely showers.
Yeah, he's got to. Well, he showers in The Force Awakens, but he stops showering in episode 8 and 9 because he starts getting really bad acne.
Yeah, that's true.
So he stopped showering.
He took his last shower in episode 8.
Yeah.
And he was shirtless.
That was his last shower.
The last shower. Star Wars episode 8.
The last shower. I feel like we've said the word shower so much, it's lost all meaning.
I'm going to hashtag this video with the hashtag shower.
Let us know in the comments below who you think does not shower.
All right.
Tommy doesn't shower.
All right, Jacob. Now let's talk about our last thing here because I am starting to need to pee. So
there was an interview that recently came out from Entertainment Weekly with Rosario Dawson and the girl that plays Sabine.
I forgot her name.
Me too. And they basically were just talking about their experience on the Ahsoka show so far. And all it does is make me way more excited for the Ahsoka show than anything else. I am at the edge of my seat waiting for that to come out. They were talking a lot just about like, oh, it's fun to work on.
Natasha Liu Bordizzo.
No, Natasha Liu Bordizzo. Cool, good for her. I'm just gonna call her Natasha Liu because I think I'll forget Bordizzo.
Anyways,
but no, I'm so excited for the Ahsoka show. I think it's probably my most anticipated.
Well, I like project. how Rosario Dawson hinted that I think Anakin Skywalker is going to be in the show.
I do too. Because
she said that this show is going to expand on hints that were given in other things that the live action Ahsoka has appeared in. And then like, in the video, they show the clip. Like your father. Yep. And then Luke just stares at her. But I think Tales of the Jedi I'm excited for because we get to see Ahsoka at 3 different stages in her life.
Yes.
And I'm stoked to see that. One is going to be as a small child, one is going to be during the Clone Wars, and one is going to be immediately after Season 7.
I am so excited for Tales of the Jedi.
Phase 1 Clone Troopers.
You have no... Oh, I didn't even think of that!
No, you didn't see them in the trailer?
No, I did. I just didn't even... It didn't...
Updated renders and updated designs for Phase 1 Clone Troopers.
Unpopular opinion, Phase 1 armor is better than Phase 2.
Ooh,
I'm going to say it now.
I used to think that.
Oh, so what makes you not think that?
I just like the Phase 2 armor better because now, like, canonically, I know that it was better, you know?
I know it was better. I love the design of the Phase 1 helmets. It's because cool. I like the T-visor. But then again, with Captain Rex, it doesn't matter because he keeps it.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, so I do think we're going to see in the Ahsoka show, I think we'll get a flashback. Either a flashback or, again, like I've said before, I want to see the scene. I want to see a scene with her talking to Anakin as a Force ghost.
I think we're going to see that in the Ahsoka show.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I want to see in that show. Or I want to see, obviously, a Clone Wars era flashback would be sick. And
Phase 1 armor and with Captain Rex. Captain Rex has to be in this show, or they have to say something about, man's died.
What if he dies? What if we see him on his deathbed in the show, and it's Tamara Morrison as Captain Rex?
I will be very sad. But, like...
His story is close to coming to an end at this point, though.
It has to be, but because we know that he fought in the Battle of Endor and lived. It definitely says that at the end of Rebels.
Yeah.
So...
Commander Rex.
Mm-hmm. So we have to see that play out in the Ahsoka show. We have to get an end to Rex's story because they're so pivotal characters together.
And Rosario Dawson also said there's going to be a lot of other characters in the show. The show is called Ahsoka, but it's going to have a lot of other characters. And this seems to be the formula that Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau follow. They name a show after a character, and then they have basically a whole ton of world building around that character. you are guided by the storyline of this one particular character.
But you
get all kinds of other stuff going on. Mm-hmm. That's their formula.
Yeah. I'm just so excited for the future of Star Wars.
I'm stoked. I'm very, very excited.
Yeah, and Thrawn's gonna be in it, dude. Thrawn's gonna be in it.
It's gonna happen.
I think that is like Ahsoka is like one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
Anakin is one of my favorite characters. Ezra is one of my favorite characters. Thrawn is the pinnacle. Thrawn is the pinnacle. Right now, literally, I'm still chilling with Thrawn, Anakin, Rex. That's how it's shifted a little bit.
Good setup.
So it's like, I need it so bad. I cannot wait to see this show. It is like, I think I'm probably the most hyped for it. Mando season 3, skip it. Andor, skip it. I loved Rebels.
Bad Batch.
Skip it. Skip Bad Batch.
Bad Batch.
Straight to Ahsoka. I cannot wait for that. And once again, every day I think there's somewhere in this world where there may be a dude painted blue walking on set right now, and it makes me so happy.
They're filming it right now.
I know. That's why I'm like that. So, I think it's a good place.
That is a good place to stop. This was a good podcast. Let us know if you like. This was a much more casual podcast.
We didn't have a set in stone topic.
I personally prefer when we just go and just talk rather than, okay, guys, now we're going to talk about this topic. And then we have to, I'm literally racking my brain trying to think of something to say.
I know.
Because we're tied down to a specific topic one at a time, you know? So I do like that. I do like this format. Let us know if you like this format better where we kind of just talk. I liked it more.
Yeah.
So regardless of how you feel about it, it will probably stay this way now.
Or we'll definitely still do topics and stuff.
Yeah, we'll still do topics to guide our discussion. But
But with that, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. Please, if you haven't already, subscribe to 1313 Podcast so that we
enter in that giveaway. You can get one of these bad boys here.
So you can win one of these figures. Please, I just want to give you them.
I just want to give them away.
I am so sick of having... this one's the OG. This one came in as an after fact because we were like, oh, that's a cool one. Maybe that'll get more people to subscribe so we can get rid of
I never want to announce a giveaway before we do a giveaway ever again.
Yes, because we've literally been talking about this for 6 months now. But I've come up with the idea of how we're going to give away the figures. So
yeah. Stay
tuned on YouTube for that. But also be sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter. Listen up, y'all. I know all of you that are watching have at least one friend. I know you have at least one friend. It's your brother, it's your dad, it's your mom, it's your goldfish, it's your cousin. You got one. Please tell that one person
to
subscribe.
Shout out to Tall Guy 102, aka Caleb, who won. He joined our Patreon last month and he won our most recent giveaway. And he has had at least 2, maybe 3 of his friends join our Discord and start following us as well.
Yeah, so shout out to you, dude. You're doing the Lord's work.
You are. You really are.
To the rest of you, come on. Share us around some more, please. I just want to hit this milestone. I want to give you these. You're not paying for it. It's free. You click a button and then you get a chance to win these for free.
No shipping, no nothing.
It's yours. No matter where you are in the world. No matter where you are, we will bite that shipping no matter how much it costs.
We've bitten it before. We'll do it again.
Yes. So please, for the love of everything good in this world, subscribe to the 1313 Podcast. I'm so sick of talking about these figures.
But yeah, so again, all of our links to our social media, our Discord, our Patreon are in the description below. You can get direct links to those pages. And with that,
thank you so much.
I have to pee. And thank you for sticking with us as Tommy is having just everything go wrong.
And if y'all want a hint as to what a review might be coming out soon.
Oh, we just want to do that. Oh, if you haven't seen it hiding in the back of the set this whole episode, just this morning, Jacob got this bad boy in the mail. The Hot Toys Anakin Skywalker in his Clone Wars seasons 1 through 3 appearance.
Yep, so stay tuned for that. We got some other stuff that has to come out first, but that was just, I've been looking at it this entire episode.
Man, you look thick in those shorts back there.
Wow,
dude.
I know.
Wow.
Massive, dog.
Wow, call the garbage man. I got a dump truck over here.
Anyway, thank you all so much for watching this episode. Please, if you liked it, share it with your friends. We will see you all next time.
Goodbye, everybody!
Bye!
Dun 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 hum da da hum dum dum da hum da da hum da da dum dum da dum da ba dum 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 dum hum da dum 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 hum dum da dum hum da dum 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 hey I'm dum 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 hum dum 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 dum